kickoff to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Dropping back, it's Keene. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Auburn!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he added the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Bulldozes his way through. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Keem. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Trying to get to him. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Buying some time. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Dropping back, it's Keem. And he's got it! Touchdown, Colorado! On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, of this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Coming after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. coming back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game.
What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Takes the easy completion. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Samuel. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. On the He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch.
Going downfield for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Corner's going to give them room. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside. And the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback will keep it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
On second down, he'll fire. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, they'll take to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires into traffic, picked off. Ripping through the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Defense playing a bail technique. Trying to set the tone with the run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Colorado, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Makes the grab. It's Gage. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On the option. Quick toss. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make